The Sariens are up to no good. They've destroyed our ship, the Arcata, stolen the star generator, killed nearly everybody aboard, and it is up to us, Roger Wilco, space janitor, to stop them once and for all. After escaping the destructing vessel, we landed on the planet Kerona, and we destroyed an Orat and got a skimmer from some friendly alien dudes, and now we are here in Yulin's Flats as we aim to board the Deltaur and stop the Sariens once and for all. Welcome back to Saving Often. This is part 2 of Space Quest I VGA, the Sarien encounter. So, we made it here to Yulin's Flats, and we have gone as far as to sell our skimmer off to a shady-looking dude, but he was nice enough to sell us a jetpack and give us some coupons. This is a used jetpack, real used. Hey kids, this bar coupon is good for 5 buckazoids and a free Keronian ale. This coupon gives you a 20% discount at a Droids B Us near you. How helpful. Those suckers have the highest droid prices in the universe. Alright, so that's the stuff that we have at our disposal. Let's go ahead and switch this gadget off. I don't remember if it takes up energy. I don't even know if it's necessary to have, but just want to go ahead and turn it off anyway, just in case. And here we are in the rocket bar. Infamous for some copy protection trouble that the two guys got into. This is a seedy little place. Galactic riffraff are seated at the bar. A bearded band is cranking out some of the more popular tunes in the quadrant. There is a slot machine standing near the bar. You notice a sweeper in the corner of the room. It must get messy here. No one seems to notice or care that you have entered the bar. On stage are 2 heavily bearded gents and a relatively clean-shaven drummer. They're one of the hottest bands in the quadrant. I'm pretty sure that was originally ZZ Top. That guy just ate a laser. Must not have been his lucky night. It appears to be an electronic slot machine. This character kind of reminds you of a cute, fluffy little kitten you had when you were a kid, except that he weighs about 400 kilos and has foot-long, razor-sharp claws and a bad attitude. This character looks like an economy-sized version of your Uncle Buck's toupee. Cute little purple guys, eh? They sure can put away the brew. You must be getting dizzy. You're seeing triple. This guy appears to have blown in from Santa Cruz. A fine example of his species, whatever that is. Alright, so this is the rocket bar. I think different bands will play here if we come and go. Yes, it's a rounded structure here with a door on one side. It is typical of some of the prefab structures constructed in frontier areas years ago. The sign is very unusual. It looks as though the whole building has been constructed around the wreckage of a crashed spaceship. Or maybe the traffic around here is just really awful. Yeah, there's a different act. On stage, a strangely attired woman performs her act, if that's what you want to call it. You haven't had a girlfriend for a long time, more like forever, but even that's not enough to make her attractive. Now let's come over here and check out this slot machine. Alright, so there are 3 skulls up here right now. And the last Joker who used this machine got roasted by a laser. So I bet you can tell what that means. These are the slot machine's pretty pictures. Put some money in the slot, push the button, and watch them go round and round. Let's Let's save our game. Just in case. And let's bet some money. No way. The Slotso Death Machine will let you insert only 3 Buckazoids per spin. So sorry. It's hopeless. Eat sand. Sierra sure loved their slot machines in their games. Not a chance. With shaking hands, you insert your last Buckazoid into the Slotso Death Machine. Oh, we won. Luck's turn has cost you dearly. As your dust particles gradually drift across Kerona's barren landscape, you reflect upon the irony of your fate. Many was the time you swept and dumped piles of dust very similar to your current state. Yeah, so clearly, 3 skulls is death, and otherwise you could win some money here. And unfortunately, I think that's pretty much the only way to win some money here. I don't think there's anything else I can do in Yulin's Flats that'll give me any money. Howdy, bucko! Can I interest you in one of the finest little used spaceships in the galaxy? You look like a man of discerning taste. This one, for instance, is just your speed. Style, that is. This is quite a unique little unit. Never been flown over Mach 3. It was owned by a little old lady from Glanzadrom. You have to fly it to believe it, and she can be yours for only 99 Buckazoids. One-time offer only. Talk to me, friend. Impossible to miss is the incredibly rotund owner, Tiny. The jaw jockey is most certainly an unusual-looking being. He looks very much like a fish who has swallowed its fishbowl. I'll tell you, old buddy, 99 Buckazoids is as low as I can go on this baby. You are standing near one of Tiny's used spacecraft. Upon close inspection, they appear to have quite a few kilolight years on them. Sorry, you can only fly it when you buy it. Oh, by the way, there are no refunds either. Company policy. This ship is a real classic, a Wallwood Warp Blaster ZX with the original paint job. You've only seen these on old postcards. Too bad it belongs to one of the bar patrons and isn't for sale. Ouch! That hurt! You are standing next to the protective barrier encircling Yulin's Flats. Due to the fact that you are land-based, you are not able to pass. Oh, so I guess that means I can't go beside. Okay, that's fine. We'll go up. Hey, fella, wait up. So long as you're headed in that direction, why don't you let me show you my other fine spacecraft? No obligation whatsoever to you, pal. Just trying to be helpful to one in need. Now just take a gander at these beauties, sport. If you see one you like, just give a hoot. I'll stand right over here. No pressure. Absolutely none. It's awfully small and also much older than you. Actually, this ship is not bad looking. It appears to be a Dralian cruiser. They have a reputation for quickness and reliability. You are surprised that someone of Tiny's caliber would be carrying it. My sole purpose in life is to make you happy. I still have that other fine ship just to the south of here. What do you say, sport? Shall we go and give her another look-see? No, we're gonna head out. Oh, don't let appearances fool you. This baby may be a relic, I mean a classic, but she's as dependable as the day we got her. And just think, you'll be the only one in the quadrant with one. I guarantee it. She's a beaut, isn't she? This little baby can do a spin around the planet in just under an hour. Look at the lines in that bodywork. They just don't make them like this anymore, you know what I mean? And she's a real bargain at 185 buckazoids. Well, there's a man with a good eye. This here is the keenest little scrambler in the hemisphere. Top of the line, handles like a charm, perfect for cruising the asteroid fields. And she's got all the thrust a guy could need. I tell ya, she's an outright steal at 214 buckazoids. Alright, let's get out of here. This robot is a very old model. Somehow he looks tired and depressed. No, I can't look at droids be us. What do you want now? I was just about finished with my internal diagnostics check. Now I'm going to have to recalibrate my photoelectric scanner membranes and begin all over again. Carbon-based life forms can be so trying sometimes. If you haven't purchased a robot, I have nothing for you. Now go away. How depressing. Let's begin again from the start and proceed very slowly. I do not want to be disturbed. You are disturbing me. Go away. Thank you so much. I'm ignoring you. Marvin the Paranoid Android, clearly inspired. The big sign over the door says, "Droids be us." It's a robot that seems to be saying, "Buy me, take me home." The sign says, "All sales final" in 1,438 languages. This is the Droids Be Us storefront. They sell droids for all purposes. Yeah, let's meander in here. Greetings, sir. Allow me to show you our fine line of robots, otherwise known as droids. We have a wide variety of work-saving, life-enhancing, shiny, new, factory-fresh technological wonders of modern engineering wizardry. However, I can see that we would be more, interested in our line of economy-priced used robots, wouldn't we? Please observe our robot preview screen. If you have any questions, don't hesitate to ask. The sales bug appears to be a Knarrian, a race renowned for their predatory sales techniques. You decide to count your fingers once you've completed your transaction. That's an upgrade option for the Arnoid series. It's capable of crushing a person's skull. Very useful if you're in that line of work. Little nod to Space Quest III. Yikes, it's an Ultron 17, the only robot bad enough to go head-to-head with an Arnoid 1000 exterminator. You note with relief that he appears to be out of commission, at least temporarily. The plaque says Sales Bug of the Year. You'd better watch your money around this guy. The view screen shows pictures of droids currently available in your rather limited price range. The Dalek. This model has had a bad rep, unearned if you ask me. They're just a wee bit too ambitious is all, and who of us isn't? It's quite an endearing quality, actually. However, we're fresh out of them right now. Nobody seems to survive long enough to trade them in. These are really some of the most useful all-purpose robots around, and extremely good with children. Of course, they're all in hibernation this time of the century. I could let you have him for just 875 buckazoids, 700 with a coupon. This was one of my better bodyguard models, and it also doubled as a radial arm saw. If it had one fault, it was probably a tendency to be overzealous. It's no longer available except for demolition purposes. His memory isn't the best, so I'll let you have him for just 512 buckazoids, or 410 with a coupon. These robots have a bad attitude. You've got to keep them in line or they'll walk all over you. Well, maybe you shouldn't consider buying this particular model. That model is ideal for flight systems operations. It will pilot any modern fighter or cruiser, and it is one of the most experienced droids we carry. I ask only 45 buckazoids for it, or 36 with a coupon. I got it from some gambling type who was required to pay up or perish. This is an all-purpose household model. It cooks, sews, does windows, and brews a little moonshine on the side. However, I have only one left, and I put it to work in the warehouse. If you were to insist, I could let you have it for a mere 512 buckazoids, or 407 with a coupon. Ah, this model is one of my personal favorites. It was produced exclusively for Droids Be Us by a small planet who used these mechanical warriors to fight their battles. That race killed themselves off, however, and spare parts are nearly impossible to find. Don't bother haggling, this one's worth 55 buckazoids for the parts alone. That would be 46 buckazoids with a coupon. This model was originally designed as a family companion on those long space vacations. However, the manufacturer had to discontinue it due to a psychological disorder. Whenever it gets excited, it waves its arms around wildly and yells, "Danger! Danger!" If you can live with the paranoia, though, it makes a great babysitter. And if you've got kids, you'll appreciate its low, low price of 698 buckazoids, or 559 with a coupon. Ah yes, a truly beautiful piece of machinery. This design rates 5 stars. Although a handsome machine, this robot has a habit of killing people without any real reason. I'd love to sell you one, but every last one I had was snapped up by a movie director from New Japan 4. Sorry. The brand name says it all. Sux is a major manufacturer of refrigerators, dishwashers, and someday even time machines. I just happen to have one of these in stock. It's been completely reconditioned since its regrettable accident that took the lives of... But of course you wouldn't want to hear about that. Yes, this dandy compact unit goes for a mere 29 buckazoids, or 23 with coupon. You can't go wrong when it's Sux. These little robots are perfect for gardening chores, and they don't mind at all if they're away on space missions for centuries. Yes sir, they may look like Kleenex boxes, but they're built to run a long time. And quiet, you bet! We've got a set of 3, and you can have them all for just 999 buckazoids, or 799 buckazoids with a coupon. Okay, that's it for the droids. Good lord, that music is maddening. There's a strange pile of very fine white powder here. It has a strange, burnt smell to it. Searching through the pile of dust, you find 11 buckazoids. All right. There are a couple of non-galactic-looking humanoids cranking out some unfamiliar-sounding tunes. They seem interested solely in the music they are performing. Quite obviously the Blues Brothers. Excuse me, my good man. I would like a drink. I'm busy. Wait your turn. So what's your beef, Junior? You want a beer? It costs 2 buckazoids. Here you go. It tastes better than it smells, thank goodness. Another one would be nice. Yo, how about a refill? I'll get it to you in just a sec. So what's your beef, Junior? Want another drink? Here you go. Ah, yes, that hits the spot. Just one more should do it. Yo, how about a refill? Get to you in just a sec. What's your beef, Junior? Want another drink? Yes, here you go. As you sip another of the odd brews, you overhear someone at the bar speaking. There I was, cruising through Sector HD when I spot this blip on the scanner. So I head toward it, you see, and right there in front of me sits the Deltaur. It's just sitting there. My heart starts hyperwarping on me. I figure my milliseconds are numbered. All I can think of doing is getting my craft out of there, so I'm reaching for the throttle. All of a sudden, there's this incredible flash of light, you see, and just like that, this little planetoid explodes into a ball of fire. I tell you, I've never seen anything like it. I mauled the throttle and got out of there quick, you bet. Alright, Sector HD. More copy protection. Let's just have one more drink. You feel a strange, tingling sensation. The taste of the beer doesn't seem to be bothering you so much now. Well, then of course we gotta have another. Oh my, you're starting to feel a bit unstable. Listen, Mac, I shouldn't serve you anymore. You're sledged. You'd better go sleep it off or something before you start making a public display of yourself. Give me another one, you jerk. Here you go. Whoa! You wisely, although somewhat belatedly, decide to heed the bartender's advice. You stagger out of the bar after ignoring the bartender's advice. You're so sledged that you don't even notice that you're about to become prime prey for the many parasitic life forms in the area. You quickly pass out due to your low Keronian ale tolerance. While your body tries to sleep it off, you lose every possession you own. Soon, your body is stripped for parts. Obviously, you don't make it through the night. Alright. Well, we know of Sector HD now. And we have 38 buckazoids. Oh, well, probably should have redeemed that. Okay, yeah, it's good for 5 more buckazoids. So we're going to need to score a lot of cash to get to where we need to be. And unfortunately, the only way to do that is with our friend the slot machine. So, onto the slot machine I go. You know, I just did all this slotting, and I just realized I've got a widget. A magnetic widget. Come on. Obviously, the widget is designed to speed this process up and give you a bit of an advantage. You step back nervously as the overheated slot machine begins to sputter and smoke. Wow, I guess you overheated the poor old thing. The Slots of Death machine seems to have met its match. It will no longer be a deadly temptation for unsuspecting spacefarers such as yourself. In other words, you don't need any more Buckazoids, pal. Back off. All right. You know, one thing I didn't do, just for the sake of doing it, I didn't try talking to any of the patrons in here. Hi, the name's Wilco, Roger Wilco. What's yours? I am sometimes called Speaker to Cartoons and sometimes Flayer of Soft Pink Mammals. Mind if I sit down? Buzz off, monkey boy. What's the use? You can't understand a word they're saying. No, that doesn't help. Can I offer you a milk bone? You inquire in an attempt to be friendly. You decide you just can't make friends with everybody. So, come here often. Get out of my face, Pinky. You've decided she's not your type. Heck, she's not even your species. Forget it. This guy's not exactly a sparkling conversationalist. Okay, I just had to try it. This appears to be a long-range shuttle, perhaps from a large starship. It looks vaguely familiar somehow. Well, of course it does, because it's the Galileo from Star Trek. Lots of Trek references throughout Space Quest, which unfortunately I didn't get until I was much older and watched Star Trek. So maybe that's not so unfortunate. That's something that I can look out for as I go through the games. I know Space Quest V in particular has a lot of Star Trek influence. Well, let's hop in here and grab our droid. We are looking for the small, safe one. Let's get our Buckazoids ready. Actually, let's save our game first in case I screw this up. You may pick up your purchase at our convenient Droids BS pickup area, located just out the door and to your right. Oh, crap. No, I screwed up. I forgot to use the coupon. A 20% discount. Now we have to listen to the music all over again. Very good, sir. This coupon entitles you to a reduction of 20% in the price of any of our fine, previously owned droids. Better get these Buckazoids ready. There we go. You may pick up your purchase at our convenient Droids PS pickup area located just out the door and to your right. Hello, sir. Your new robot will be here in a moment. Well, there he is, sir. Programmed to follow you around like a whimpering little puppy dog. How humiliating. Your new pilot droid appears to be a bit dinged up, but functional. You hope that he knows more about piloting a spaceship than you do. The droid emits a cheerful chirp, but has nothing further to say right now. Fortunately, you bought it as a pilot, not a conversationalist. You know, in hindsight, I think that was the right one. I don't quite remember for sure. I know it was the one that he said was safe. I just looked at it 10 minutes ago. Anyway. We do need this ship. So... I tell you, I think you've made a wise decision. She's a beauty. The keys are in her. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to come back and tell us about them. It's been a heck of a pleasure doing business with you. It's a good thing you've already got a pilot droid, because you need one to help you fly that thing. Well, good luck. Come again. Once you are seated snugly in the ship's compact cockpit, the robot moves into position and you push the load button. Hey, wait a minute! Where do you think you're going with my ship? As the sequel police show up from Space Quest IV. That's such a cute little reference. We have achieved escape velocity. It might help if you were to tell me where we are going. Please indicate our destination on the touchpad in front of you. Alright, it's more copy protection. We need to find Sector HD, and it looks a little something like this. An H, kind of an E, a kind of a U, and another H. Okay, I'm plotting our course. Course is plotted. Stand by for warp speed. Sensors indicate a large ship in the sector. I wonder who it could be. We'll continue to scan for an ID. Whoa! That's a Sarien battlecruiser. We'd better stand off. If we get any closer, they'll detect us for sure, and we'll be space sputum. Let's head on out of here, okay, boss? Okay. In the face of danger, you decide to turn and run, leaving Xenon and the rest of the universe to fend for themselves against those bad boys of the universe, the Sariens. When things get tough, the cream rises to the top. I guess you know which stratum you occupy. So it also occurs to me that I forgot to try buying one of the other droids just for the death potential. So, and I was thinking too about another death that I missed in part 1 of the game, so I think that I might go through and do a death epilogue. Just go back when I'm done with this and look at all the deaths that I missed and throw them at the end of this video, just because I think they're all so worth seeing. Well, not all of them, but most of them. Anyway, we've got to get back to this point now that I ran away, so let me go ahead and do that really quick. Let's head on out of here, okay, boss? No. As you exit the ship, you carefully slide the jetpack on your back. Good thing we got that jetpack. You are floating in space just outside the biggest darn spaceship you've ever seen. You see a door. Perhaps it is a way in. It appears to be a standard airlock. There is a handle off to the side. It's a handle. All right, we made it. Your overheating backpack lies smoking on the floor. You hope that it doesn't explode. You don't want to go near it. It may explode. It appears to be a decontamination unit, something like the ones used to zap Andromedan cockroaches aboard the Arcata. You wonder what it's here for. The airlock door looks unfortunately thick and sturdy. This seems to be some sort of special door control panel. It requires some sort of special keycard, which you obviously don't have. There is nothing you can do to it without one of those keycards. Alert! Alert! Organic contamination detected in airlock. Those laser shots are incredibly effective, as your body will attest. Being in plain sight probably didn't help you much. Alright, let's try that one more time. Maybe if we hide over here. It's a cleaning robot, you see. It appears to be some sort of high-tech fire droid. All right. This trunk is unremarkable in every way. Two enormous storage vaults take up one whole wall of the room. You don't have time to stop and touch all this neat stuff. You've got a galaxy to save. Why don't we go down here? Blammo! Those pulse ray pistols sure are effective little weapons. Even after it kills you, your meat continues to cook in nice golden brown. Try not to get shot in the future. Even if your life isn't worth much, think about the rest of the universe. Yeah, so clearly we can't just go out into the open. We've got to find our way around here. Your hands by themselves are incapable of opening it. It's a good thing we have this Xenon army knife. Let's try up. There's another vent. Can I keep going up? I can. Well, let's keep going up. This may just be an infinite loop. No, okay, it takes me back to where I was. Alright, so not an infinite loop, but it is a loop. I figured I was supposed to go here anyway. I didn't think there were multiple exits. Oh, can I just push it? Oh, I'm not close enough to the grill to open it. With a mighty, wimpy kick, you manage to hurt your foot. However, the vent grill opens. Another helmet sits in the washer. Behind the glass door of the machine, you can see a load of dirty Sarien uniform components. Uh-oh, you hear someone coming. Darn static cling. Hey, look at that. By the most amazing stroke of luck, you've traded in your extremely conspicuous Xenon spacesuit for a Sarien officer's uniform complete with helmet. Searching the pockets of your newly found disguise, you find the number of possessions you were packing has been greatly reduced. In fact, everything was lost in that limbo void to where socks and baseballs disappear, except one lucky Buckazoid. Old Fabris softener sheets rest on the floor here. Hey, there's an ID card there also. In the pocket of this ugly outfit is a Sarien ID card. The name on the card is Butston Freem. You wonder if this is a common Sarien name, and if it is, you're glad you're not Sarien. I just misspelled Sarien, son of a bitch. You close your eyes in hopes your death will be quick, but to your surprise, the guards do not notice you. In fact, you think your uniform is that of a higher-ranking Sarien officer worth sucking up to. Cool. I have to fix that. I can't believe I misspelled Sarien. Okay, let me see here. I think... I just saved. What am I doing? I think there's an Easter egg here. I think if I click the Buckazoid on this... Is it the Buckazoid? Do you have to do it multiple times? Maybe it's not the Buckazoid at all. There's some way that you can trigger a palette-swapped latex babe of Estros from Space Quest IV to run across the bottom of the screen. There it is, the tongue icon. Yeah, if you click the tongue icon, it just randomly causes a weirdly miscolored latex babe to run across the ground. Interesting. How are you doing, son? Son, sir? Chills creep down your spine as you realize he has no concept of the word son. Halt! No one is allowed access to the captain's personal escape pod. In fact, come to think of it, I'm not even sure the captain has access to the captain's personal escape pod. Yeah, okay, sure, bud. Just don't tax those green brain cells. The inside of the Deltaur is so cool. Two zapping, crackling globes spew forth gargantuan amounts of sizzling raw energy. Kinda neat, huh? One of those gruesome red-suited Sariens is patrolling the hallways, looking for intruders to toast. I can't see that from up here. Sir, are you going to attend the maturation and reproduction ceremony tonight? You don't even want to begin to imagine what that might be about. Cowabunga, Wilco! This is it! It's the unimaginably powerful star generator, which must not, at any cost, be allowed to remain in the hands of the evil Sariens. But you knew that, right? This is the biggest, toughest, not to mention ugliest Sarien guard you have ever seen. At present, he is diligently guarding the star generator from intruders such as yourself. He's wearing some sort of gadget on his belt, but from here you can't tell what its purpose might be. If you touch him, he might touch you back. I cannot answer any questions without proper ID. Sir, the destruct code is 6662. But hey, we already knew that, didn't we? He must tell you that again if you've already seen it, because I can't imagine they just give that away when it's copy protection. It seems obvious to you that Wally Wood did some time designing Sarien hardware. I wish I got that joke. Broom at the ready, the cleaning droid waits for something useful to do. Oh, welcome to the weapons dispensary, I guess. I've got an IQ of 5,000, but they feel I'm only good enough to fetch weapons, like some whimpering puppy dog. So this is Marvin. You'll have to show me your ID card so I can scurry off and fetch your weapon. Why they don't just wire me into the ship's system so I would know who you are without an ID card is beyond even my supreme intellect. A robot serves behind the counter. Its appearance is that of a plain and unintelligent droid, but then looks can be deceiving, as in your case. Huh, I could have sworn that the one at Droids BS was supposed to be Marvin, but this is very clearly Marvin the Paranoid Android, so I apologize for my confusion earlier. Let's see what he's up to. You carbon-based life forms are so annoying. My counterpart at Yulin's Flats on Kerona told me about this one pesky humanoid in a grungy blue spacesuit who just kept pestering him. Oh, why does committing genocide seem like such a good idea right now? Okay, so that explains it. He kind of is. Okay, I take nothing back. I was right all along and I didn't realize it. Go away. I'm not talking to you. Well, are we going to do something, or are you practicing to walk? Oh, how clever. You have an ID card, and my, what a lovely photo of a pre-proto-organic biped you have, too. I guess I'll use my vast resources to fetch your silly weapon for you. Please wait here if you can handle such a simple command. Okay, what did we get? It's a pulse ray laser pistol. Remember, this isn't a play toy. Okay. 2 loose gas grenades. That's what I'm supposed to be doing instead of waiting here. I thought he gave them to me, but I'm supposed to walk up and pilfer these. As my supreme intellect suspected another obvious organic life form error, let me say this very slowly. There are no more weapons for you. Okay. We are at the end of Space Quest I. Now it's time for our thrilling conclusion as we chuck this gas grenade down on the big gorilla Sarien guy. You notice a remote control device on the guard's belt. That's where we've got to get to, and we are going to need this pulse ray as well. My, aren't you the clumsy one? Because of your inability to walk without falling on your face, your helmet has been collected by the trash droid. Now you've blown your cover. The Sariens are sure to shoot first and ask questions later. Indeed they are. Which is why I have to shoot first. You remove the device from the guard's belt. It looks like you have found the remote control that turns off the force field around the star generator. You press the stud on the remote and the force field around the star generator begins to deplete. Enter code 6662. Self-destruct engaged. Have a nice day. No, man, 5 minutes until detonation. We've got to haul ass out of here. It's definitely some sort of thing. You're in another area of the Deltaur. This must be the captain's personal escape pod. Roger Wilco, we, the people of Xenon, extend our limitless appreciation and eternal gratitude for your acts of heroism. Now, if you'd only been smart enough to bring along the data cartridge containing the construction specifications, we'd be able to build a new star generator, thereby saving Xenon from the horrors of a rapidly cooling planet. Oh well, you are just a janitor. It is my honor to present you with the coveted Golden Mop, a symbol of pride and accomplishment to members of your esteemed profession. Henceforth and for all time, you will be known as the hero of Xenon. Well, Roger, you did it. You saved the galaxy, received your profession's most noble tributes, and got the girl. Wait a minute, there wasn't any girl. Sorry, well, you got the mop anyway. From now on, Xenon's your oyster. All you have to do is sit back and let the book and movie offers roll in. Who knows, maybe you'll even have a series. And now, as the sun sets on the peaceful blue planet Xenon and Roger Wilco's first adventure, yes, I'm afraid there are more, we hope you'll remain in your seat long enough to let us express our limitless appreciation. I had to do that really fast because those boxes move really quick. Thank you for playing Space Quest I. As usual, you've been most entertaining. So that was essentially Space Quest I VGA. I'm a little miffed at myself, though, because I screwed it up. I was supposed to grab the data cartridge from the computer back before I got the skimmer. I can't believe I forgot that. Huh. So, I technically got the bad ending of Space Quest I. That's really depressing. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and do that and post the real ending to the end of this video. I'm also gonna if you stick around, I'm gonna throw an epilogue up here with some of the deaths that I missed on my playthrough. I just, like I said earlier, I want to showcase all of those. So the playthrough is over. We finished Space Quest I, but I'm left wanting more. I'm left feeling deflated and defeated because I failed the people of Xenon. Oh well, as they said, I am just a janitor. So anyway, stick around for that, and be sure to come back next week. I have another adventure game lined up. I may play through Space Quest II, maybe keep the series going. It'd be good to play through all of these, so we'll see. I've enjoyed playing this very much, so I think that's what I'll do. I think I'll come back to Space Quest II next week. Anyway, until I see you again, thank you very much. I appreciate your support. I appreciate your subscription. I appreciate you sticking around, and, leave a comment in the video. Let me know if you're enjoying these videos. Give me some feedback. I'd love to hear from people who have watched the videos, so don't hesitate. Say hi. Be friendly. Don't be a stranger. And, until then, I will talk to you again soon. So remember to save early and save often, and please take care of yourselves. Goodbye. Roger Wilco, we, the people of Xenon, extend our limitless appreciation and eternal gratitude for your acts of heroism. Because of your bravery, the planet Xenon, and indeed the entire galaxy, has been saved from domination by the evil, not to mention ugly, Sariens. It is my honor to present you with the coveted Golden Mop, a symbol of pride and accomplishment to members of your esteemed profession. Henceforth and for all time, you will be known as Hero of Xenon.
Seconds till detonation. Fifteen seconds till detonation.
Bad news travels fast, especially when it's in the form of a shockwave. The explosion was pretty messy. It's a judgment call as to which one critically damaged you first. Was it the concussion, or maybe the fragments of ship that were located more closely to the epicenter than yourself and attempted to escape through you? Regardless of what got you first, enough molecular relocation, in bulk and in individual units, occurred to forever alter your form and place in the universe. Recompose yourself, and let's see if we can't get off this scow more efficiently. That concludes your experiment on the effects of vacuum on the unprotected human body. Wasn't that fun? Does that artificial gravity do the job or what? Gee, all of a sudden, the engines have grown quiet. Boy, you sure were zooming along for quite some time. Of course, the zooming part is over now since you've run out of fuel. You'll just float along on inertia with no control of your attitude or destination. Yep, you're still drifting hopelessly through space. Bummer, huh? Hunger grows to a level where your body decides to start feasting on itself. In your last conscious thoughts, it dawns on you that navigation of some sort might have been a big helper here. The pain fades away along with any sense of belonging to the community of the living. Your powerless pod drifts through space for eons, eventually being plowed by some primitive deep space probe. Knowing that your insurance deductible was much too high anyway, you gain a new appreciation for death. I'd say that the widening of those cracks is an excellent indication that this thing is not a truly stable unit. And don't you hate the way it makes your brain bounce around like a handball in all that spare cranial space? No doubt about it, there's going to be an accident of one kind or another on this shaky piece of calcium-rich matter. You've always got to push things to the limit, don't you? We warned you, but no, you just had to do it one more time. Well, just wait till your father gets home. A nice slug of water would sure hit the spot right about now. The heat of this place can sure dehydrate a person. You'd better get something to drink pretty darn soon. Holy antiperspirant, Dehydroman! The searing heat and dryness of this environment sucks the vital fluids from your body. Your mind begins to drift uncontrollably. Mommy, is that you? Mommy, how come all the other guys in class get new mops and I don't? Mercifully, for all of us, you die before the hallucinations get too hokey. It won't be long before you look like a scaled-down version of the skeletal structure occupying several hectares nearby. Within a few hours, your gaunt corpse will have dried to a crisp, your powdered remains evenly distributed among the parched terrain by a searing gust. You lean over the pool to get a good solid whiff, and whoa! Talk about clean sinuses! That's right, you have no head. That darn pool must be filled with acid. You obviously can't go on living that way. You lean over to drink from the tempting pool of liquid. As your lips touch the fluid, you feel a pain which could be likened to kissing a lit rocket nozzle. Now you know what they mean when they say, "Don't drink the water." Had you eaten a few less donuts during the mission, you might have cleared that rock. Say there, pal. It's come to my attention that you're in the market for some transportation. I may be able to help. If you'll follow me, I'd like to show you a fine little piece of machinery that'll knock your eyes out. Come on over here, pal. Wait till you see this. Hold it right there, pal. This is a stick-up. I'll just relieve you of your cash, thank you very much. Come on, I ain't got all day. The mugger impresses upon you that he was quite serious. I tell ya, I think you've made a wise decision. She's a beauty. The keys are in her. If you have any problems, don't hesitate to come back and tell us about them. It's been a heck of a pleasure doing business with you. Well, good luck. Come again. You proudly climb into your new used spacecraft. There is definitely something unique about it. You turn the key excitedly. Rats, where did Mom and Dad go wrong? You be the judge. Well, geez, Guy, it seems it's developed some minor malfunction since we acquired it. We did have a small micrometeoroid shower the other day. Maybe that was it. Yeah, that was probably it. Much as I'd like to, I can't refund your money. Company policy. It's out of my hands. However, I can give you 70 buckazoids credit on any other ship in our fine line of used spacecraft. Look around, see what you like. I tell you, I think you've made a wise decision, etc. Darn the luck, you've crashed in the dunes and ended your life. The various inhabitants of the Keronian desert are now feasting on your remains. Guess that wasn't such a hot purchase. Here's your incredibly complex robot, sir. I sprained my thermodiodinal tricycler carrying it out here for you. I hope you're satisfied. And I hope you're smarter than you look, or you'll never be able to put it together. How depressing. Great. 3 boxes of robot parts, sporting large signs which read, "Caution, this product contains explosive parts, not intended for children under 3. Unfortunately, you aren't smarter than you look, so you'd best leave the incredibly complex robot parts alone before you hurt yourself. Too bad they don't give rebates to retrobates. You can tell this is definitely out of your league. You can't even open the boxes, much less assemble what's inside. Well, okay. If you really feel competent enough to assemble this thing, just do it. Start with the smallest box. Oops. Guess this was a bit beyond your capabilities. Speaking of bits, that's about all that remains of you. Hope you can regroup those molecules and get back to the game. Hello, sir. Your new robot will be here in a moment. Oh my, another shredded customer. I suppose someone will be upset about this. Why do I bother? You seem to have had trouble maintaining your composure, not to mention your molecular structure. Get yourself together. Unfortunately, you're the universe's only hope. Yikes! It looks like you hit that force field one too many times. Not only did it burn every follicle of hair from your sleek frame, but your aorta, if you could see it, now resembles the end of a red celery stalk. Okay, I am plotting our course. Course is plotted. Stand by for warp speed. This is strange. The sensors are returning phantom images. There seems to be another ship in the vicinity, but its location is tough to pinpoint. Hey, what's the deal with this guy? That was truly an unfriendly act. Perhaps you strayed into a sector you shouldn't have. If it doesn't matter to you, we can go to CES, Cosmic Electronics Show, on Rudicube 3. I just love seeing all of those new, big, shiny robots. You could buy me a companion. Course is plotted. Stand by for warp speed. Oh no! We're headed straight for an asteroid belt! Those unexpected asteroid belts will get you every time. Now you know why your ship is, or was, the only one in this sector. Get a life, restore, and let's try to do this right. As you undo your seatbelts and exit the escape pod, you can feel yourself just start to uncontrollably drift away. You drift endlessly through space, wishing you had worn a jetpack to maneuver with. As you drift away, never to be seen again, the only thing you can think of to say is, "Mommy." The inhabitants of this vessel apparently do not appreciate your desire to sightsee. I guess it's a good idea not to be wandering around the outside of this ship. You were a carbon-based being, now you are just carbon. You missed a golden opportunity while that door was open. Oh well, what's new? All alone and by yourself, you grow incredibly hungry and begin sampling your own body parts. Finding that you have absolutely no taste, like we didn't already know that, you end up shriveling away to nothing and dying in the process. It sounds like someone is approaching this room. You hear footsteps approaching. You only have seconds to do something. Thank you for playing Space Quest I. Too bad you failed miserably and doomed all of your people to a horrible death at the hands of the Sariens. You quickly glance about the room to see if anyone saw your silly mistake. Better luck next time. Gee, that must have been a pretty powerful energy beam, seeing as how it reduced you to a pile of carbonized matter. This utilitarian-looking door probably leads to the trash disposal facility. Yikes, I guess that was a bad idea, huh? I guess you'll be staying out of the garbage disposal in the future. Are you sure you don't already have your weapon? Organics like you have such a tricky memory. Are you sure you didn't do something silly like accidentally eating it or something? Oh, never mind. Don't overtax yourself. I'll just go check. As my supreme intellect suspected, another obvious organic lifeform error. Let me say this very slowly. There are no more weapons for you. Oh dear, you again. Actually, looking at your past track record, I'm surprised you didn't take off your boot and start showing me that. I'd better do evolution a favor and prevent you from reproducing. Bye. Oh dear, you carbon-based lifeforms can be so annoying. Even something with your incredibly low intelligence should know enough not to enter a restricted area. I guess I'll just have to destroy you to prevent you from reproducing more of your kind. Allow me to state the obvious. This is an entirely bulletproof environment designed to protect us from the acts of imbeciles who fire off rapid-action implements in an enclosed space. Nevertheless, don't do that again. Oh my, we are even below organic intellectual levels, aren't we? Don't tell me. Let me guess. Your race evolved from belly button lint. Well, let's get this over with and do evolution a favor. Good shooting, Tex. You really did it now, Wilco. Don't you know that macromat field integrators are extremely fragile pieces of equipment, and indiscriminately shooting at them with a pulse ray gun can be hazardous to your health? Oh no, Roger. The guard has seen you and you're not wearing the helmet. You're in for it now, Wilco. Boy, you're no Marshall Dillon, that's for sure. And you were so close. You'll need to react a little faster and be a little sharper than that. Well, throw a little Bondo into that hole and get back in there. The Sarien warrior is guarding the stolen star generator so intensely he didn't notice the gas grenade exploding. Actually, his Walkman is cranked up too high. Oh no! Your rotten aim has attracted the attention of one of the patrol guards. You're in for it now. Although you've always had an appreciation for the gases of the universe, this one proved a bit overwhelming. It really was a great idea, though. However, you should have chosen a victim not so close to yourself. Better choice next time. Oh dear, another intruder. If it isn't fetching weapons for so-and-so or checking ID cards, it's vaporizing bothersome simians. It appears the shield is preventing you from getting to the star generator's control panel, and boy is it hot. You'd better not try to get close to the star generator again. Ouch! That stings just a tad. You'll obviously need to disarm that baby before trying that again. There goes your ride, Roger. Too bad you can't call a taxi. Out of the kindness of our hearts, we're just gonna kill you off right now and save you the wait until the ship blows up. Be seeing you. We hate to tell you this, but you're dead again. At this rate, you'll never see the end of the game. You'd better hurry up, Roger. You've got 20 seconds before you're turned into such tiny particles that they couldn't find you with an ion microscope. Whew! You're off the Deltaur and safe at last. You can't ignore, however, a nagging feeling that you've forgotten something important. Now, what could that be? While you sit back and relax, soaking in the distant view as you excitedly approach Xenon, you have the uneasy feeling that you might have forgotten something. Congratulations, you did a great job, to a point. That is, if you overlook the fact that you forgot to set the self-destruct sequence in the star generator, leaving it ready for the Sariens to use against Xenon and the rest of the universe. Nice try.